Hello everyone, and welcome to this quick tip that I'm going to give you today about color grading. Now, I think that often we do not discuss the importance of a properly calibrated, color accurate monitor. And I'm going to show you what would happen if your monitor were not calibrated properly, in this instance specifically with temperature. So what I have here are three of the same clip. The first one is graded on my color accurate BenQ monitor. If I go over to the second clip, you can see here this clip is far too warm. And then this third clip is another example of my monitor settings being incorrect. And so it's actually too cool. And I'll show you why that is here in just a second. So to illustrate this example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my settings here. And I'm going to go to just the picture settings. And I'm going to just intentionally mess up my color temperature here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to intentionally set it to 9300 Kelvin, which is way too cool. Okay, there we go. Now my phone is probably going to auto adjust for this, but what you can see here is I won't be able to show you this on my screen recorder because my screen recorder settings or my screen recorder color isn't going to change. The color settings inside your monitor, like your OSD settings, are going to it's basically you're choosing how you want the colors to be displayed to you, but not how the colors are truly being displayed. So if I have these settings and I go back to this clip is now starts to look a lot better. Let me see if I can actually adjust my phone here. Okay, there we go. That's better. So you can see here, this clip actually looks quite good. But if I go over to this clip right here, then it's a bit too cool. And again, it's hard to translate on my phone screen here, or my phone's camera, but this clip is just a bit too cool. I'm actually going to set it to 5000, which is too warm for the environment that I'm working in. So now this clip is much, much too warm. But you can see here, but here I have the clip that looks normal on my phone screen, but in real life it would look terrible. If I were to export this and view it on a normal screen, it would look far, far too cool. And that's because my screen is too warm. A quick and easy way to kind of test this is to pull up like a window here, just a white screen, and go into your monitor settings. Experiment with the different color temperature settings until you get something. Again, this is a quick and dirty way. Obviously, there's proper calibration tools, but if you don't have the money for proper calibration tools, what you can do is you can just go into your settings and you can make sure that you select. See the difference there. So this one's too cool. This one's too warm. But if I go to this one, it looks about just right. It looks much closer to just a regular white color. And so just to your own eye, a quick and easy way to do it is just to make sure that it looks good. Another thing that you'll want to do with your monitor is check your monitor's picture settings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of this right here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up my monitor settings, and I'm going to go to just this quick key that goes to my color mode. And if your monitor's really old and maybe the LEDs or the backlight are kind of worn out and the color temperature has shifted, which does happen, then you may need to adjust your settings manually inside of like a user-defined preset. However, if your monitor is still functioning properly and properly calibrated, then set your monitor's color space to whatever color space it's calibrated best for, and then correlate that with your video editor of choice's color space, if that makes sense. So here what I'm going to do, since I work in Rec 709 and this monitor I know is calibrated to Rec 709, I'm going to move it to Rec 709 and hit OK. And then I'm just going to leave the settings, whatever settings it chooses, to my Rec 709. So now if we go back to my project here, you can see that this one right here is too cool. This one is too warm, but this one is just about right. So thanks again for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you like this sort of content, be sure to like and subscribe, and so that you won't miss any future content. I have a lot of exciting stuff planned. I'm going to branch off a little bit more into camera gear and reviews and my entire process, the equipment that I use to be able to be a full-time entrepreneur video creator. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.